Oh, how I have missed the romance of Snow White with the red hair. To see that scene in this episode with Shirayuki and Zen. And they, he gives Shirayuki a hug. I was just like, that is so adorable. That is so fucking adorable. I missed that romance. I fucking missed that romance so much. Oh, that's so nice. It's so fucking nice when I saw that in this episode. It uplifted my heart, because I woke up this morning, started with, Snow White with red hair. It's like one of the only real series I watched, on Mondays besides Ace of Diamonds, and just, starting the morning off with Snow White with red hair, it's just a beautiful way to start, just because of the romance and the sweetness, and, even Obi's a really good guy. He's, like, a real good MVP in this episode as well, but, okay, let's just get back on topic. So, this episode of Snow White with the red hair, we have it to where the main concept is Obi trying to go with Shirayuki. He wants to travel with her, which, to my suspicions I have with the first episode, it seems to be true. So Obi has tried to go with Shirayuki, and he actually managed to accomplish that, and he is traveling with her, which leads it up to the point of the end of this episode, where Shirayuki meets one of the people she probably doesn't really want to talk much to, but she meets the prince, the annoying prince from the last season, and she has a conversation with him, and he's like, I invited you here for 7 days, pretty much he's just wanting to spend time with Shirayuki. He wanted to thank Shirayuki for helping him out when he was at the castle, and I mean, in a way, it shows character development. I mean, this annoying prince has gotten some great character development. I mean, not the best, but I mean, he's got, character development compared to how he was in the past, because I remember when he was first introduced in the first episode of Season 1, I was pretty fucking annoyed by him, and I think majority of all of us were annoyed by his character, but seeing him in this episode, and seeing kind of how he's toned down his selfishness, and how he's able to kind of be, I guess, a little bit more open, and not as childish, it makes him a better character than he was. Now, Obi there, I feel like that's where the main romance is going to lie in whatever arc we're getting into. I mean, this annoying prince, I don't think he's going to have as much of a spotlight as compared to Obi, because Obi, as we know, is one of the main male characters that has had this romance flag on his head with Shirayuki since the last season. And I remember discussing a lot about this with how poor Obi, I feel so bad for him, because I mean, this man, he does care about Shirayuki. You could tell he feels this romantic feelings towards her, but sadly enough, he's never going to get that in return, because we do know Shirayuki loves Prince Zen, and also this is, a romance manga to where the main male character is, getting with, our main female character, Shirayuki and Zen. So sadly, poor Obi, he's not going to get Shirayuki. Let's just face the facts here. But even then, it makes me sad, because poor Obi, he tries his hardest to try to be with her. I mean, he at least wants to stay close to her, and that's exactly what he was doing throughout this episode. He wanted to be close to her, to protect her when Zen could not protect her, which I noticed those words. I noticed what Obi said. I feel like there's going to come a time where Shirayuki is going to be fought over by Obi and Zen in some way, maybe in a real serious match or something, because you have it to where, in this episode, Zen and Obi have a quick sparring match, and there's not really much to really discuss but some certain lines. For one, Prince Zen is a very good swordsman. We already know this, and he's been trained. But when it comes to unarmed combat, Obi is way better. And if it came down to it in terms of fighting, I feel like Obi would win when it came to these two fighting to the death, which is kind of scary, because it makes me wonder, eventually, will Obi turn his, blade or something to fight for Shirayuki from Zen? I could see something maybe like that happening, maybe some form of drama arc focusing around that if it does happen. But enough of that. The main thing is with this episode, it has that slow progression, that slow build-up for this upcoming arc. I mean, we get to see some characters that we saw from the first season make a reappearance in this episode. So yeah, this episode of Snow White with the red hair, very enjoyable. I had fun, and definitely very sweet episode to start on a Monday, just because of, the romance and stuff. Now, animation-wise of this episode, average, yeah. Animation was just rather average. Very average for the series. It was nothing spectacular, but I mean, it was average. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.